Hi there, brick builders. Yes, we are still in the LEGO weeks and therefore we get another set from LEGO. This time it's the Apollo 11 Lunar Lander, in which in the original Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin had entered the moon. A small step for a man, in this case a small step for Minifig. And of course it's not the first one here, it's not the first Lunar Lander we have on this channel, but that's for later. We are talking about the LEGO 102660 NASA Apollo 11 Lunar Lander with 1087 pieces, 2 minifigs, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, and you have to be 16 at least to build the set, which is of a size of 20 by 20 by 20 centimeters. But first things first, let's have a look at the box. In the front we got our Lunar Lander here with all those astronauts there and the flag, and we're gonna get to know the sizes I already told you about, and we get to know that this set comes in 3 pieces that can be easily separated from another, and there's also the Apollo 50 badge on there, which indicates that it's due to the festivities of the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 program. On the top we got a minifig in original size, as well as a parts list or a picture of all the parts that are in there. On the sides we got a bit of trivia and flavor text, all according to this 50 years anniversary of the Apollo 11. And on the back we got another view of the whole set and all the things that we can explode that in, and a lot of shots of stickers and other things we can find in here, like the mirror. So let's take a look at the instructions. These are in a bag with LEGO most of the times. Others don't do that, but LEGO does. So you have to open that, and with the instructions there come the stickers. Yeah, there are a lot of them and they are not that well placed here for a set of this kind. Instructions themselves come with 4 sections. There is a lot of flavor text and a lot of history and story in the front, and then we're gonna learn how to use LEGO and how to build a figurine, and after that we get the typical LEGO thing. There's nothing grayed out, there's a lot of sub-assemblies, and it's gonna flow from piece to piece, from section to section, until we arrive at step 179, and then it's done, which is after 120 pages. Yeah, that sounds like a lot, but you have to admit that there is a lot of flavor text in the beginning, and if you don't need it, you're gonna start at a page in the 20s already. After that there's another parts list and a bit of advertising. After that we got here the 2 figurines that come with it. These are identical except for the impression of the faces. In the front they got a chest print with 2 colors and a back print with 1 color, and that's basically it. And to put it even worse, when you put on the backpack you're gonna see nothing from the back print as well. The backpack, by the way, is a kind of a hat or a hair piece, and the visor is just clipped to the backpack piece, like a visor on a police cycle or something like that. So let's have a look at all the 3 main pieces here. The first piece is a slice of the moon surface with a crater and a landing spots in there, and here we got our only print in there, which is the Apollo 11 Lunar Lander print just at the frame of it. And then we got our spaceship. This is also divided into 2 pieces, which is quite original. With the lower piece, the Apollo astronauts had their landing, so the engine on there is just to land the ship, and the upper part is just to get back to orbit to the rest, where co-astronaut Michael Collins was patiently waiting for them. But first let's look at the lander part itself. Here we get not a lot of color stuff in there, even if you see some red and white in there, that's okay, since there were tanks inside this lander that also were color-coded like this. And we get our mirror, which is even today used to define the space between Earth and Moon every day. What's a bit odd is that it's true that this whole lander section looks basically golden and silvery, since it was packed into golden foil to avoid sun, I guess. In this case, it's more like we do have golden pieces, but not really, and we do have golden stickers that look different. Oops. After that we get the re-entry or restart vehicle, also with a little rocket on the bottom, which is correct. And yeah, as other people have done it, they also used a cupboard thing in the Lego world to do the doors, but some manufacturers managed to provide these doors are not closing and opening, they are just flipping in the breeze. Really reminds me of Kunlong or older blue brick stuff here. And also you can remove most of the capsule to have a good look inside, and there unfortunately what you see is most of the stickers, so a lot of panels are in there. They're not periodical correct, I guess, since they are partly duplicated and stuff, and it's not really enough in there, but there's not really enough space in there also. So yeah, you can open those and watch all the mighty stickers. So let's put all the stuff back together, put in the mirror, which is a bit tricky, and put on the starting module as well, so that our astronauts can return safely to their other bigger spaceship. And then I said that this is not the first Apollo 11 lunar lander that is shown on this channel. Yeah, there was another one from Kobe. This is a lot smaller and it's really something different. First of all, is it 30 euros, I guess, at the moment, and not 80 like the Lego set, but it's also a lot smaller, which might really describe the difference. And yeah, I've painted the Kobe one in gold and also the silver because it was yellow, and yellow wasn't that much of a good color for it. Golden is much better. On the other hand, here we got our flag not as a sticker but as a print, and we also get 2 minifigs. Speaking of figs, we have them here side by side. We see that the Kobe figurine does have prints on the arms, on the chest and on the back, and also on the backpack, which is slung around the neck in this case. But the whole disadvantage really is that the visors are not golden like in the original, but they look just like bicycle helmets with clear visors. Then here are the leftover parts. Just as per usual, there is things that is one by one which are left over with Lego for reasons, I guess. And there's a little axle and some clamps there, and of course the brick separator, which is included here. Then let's open the set. As per usual, you can just use your fingers and open the set by pushing in special orbs in there and then getting out what's in there. What's in there is 4 sections. Each section has a number, and you got 1 or 2 packages or bags for each section. It still strikes me a bit odd that you have different styles of print on the bags, with the longer one or the bigger print usually when you open them provide another number of bags inside, but the other one is just as is. It still looks to me like these bags were made in different factories but only smashed together in the factory that really assembled the thing and put it in its box. In addition to that, you get another bag with the bigger plates, the 2x plate, and the last bag is, as we already have seen, with the instructions and the stickers. So what do I think of this set? First of all, it's a set for adults. 16 plus is almost adult, and I guess it's right to say that because simply who cares as a young child about Apollo 11 anymore? So that's okay. It's not that smaller children couldn't build that one, especially when they have any experience with technique or even not that much. It's a bit of technique there and there's no other hurdle in here. The other thing is stickers and the gold. As I said, for the lander it was covered in golden foil. I don't know what it was in there. I doubt it would be gold, but it shimmered like that, and that's very important here. And Lego did put in pearl gold or flat gold and even flat silver pieces inside there, so they did better than Kobe at this point. But they also put in a lot of stickers, and 2 stickers, yeah, they got another gold in there, and that's a bit of a shame at least. So as a playset, yeah, it might be work as that, but I doubt that really people or children will play the moon landing in 2023. So I guess really the target group is adults for putting this one on the shelf, and it looks rather well on that. You will recognize it, of course, there, even if there's a lot of black in the lander, but you will recognize it, and it really looks good in the end. You don't need to color it like the Kobe set, so all well on the display front. I doubt it's a good playset here. For parts, the color shift is not real. It's not much that I would say is really a problem with the colors, except for the blue pins, of course. So if you can live with that and it's not that expensive for Lego standards here, even if it has something like a license. So if you really need the pieces, go ahead, get them. And if you really like the thing and are really interested in the Apollo era and space traveling as a whole, yeah, we all know Elon Musk and stuff, so this might be something for you. With that, if you liked what you've seen, please press the like button. If you didn't like what you've seen, please comment me that, and also please comment me what your experience are with those happenings in the past. And also, if you really want to have something like this every week, please subscribe. With that, have fun building, have fun watching, and see you